Hey guys, my name is SeniacTWO. Welcome back to another episode of Prison Architect, where I did something very interesting. I kind of let a lot of people escape, and then I kind of accepted a lot of prisoners, and then I let them escape, and I accepted some more, and then, you see where the pattern's going. And I've now managed with that lucrative strategy, as well as obviously selling all the goods and exports from our farm and our forestry and all that kind of jazz. I got 170 big ones in the bank, which I'm going to spend today with some more expansions. I'm going to buy my first plot of land. With this, we're going to have to do some reconfigurations, which is going to allow me to potentially build even more cells, which is I'm really, really excited about. So without further ado, guys, more chaos is now about to ensue. If you do enjoy this episode, please press that like button down below. If you are new around here, make sure you do subscribe. But we are going to be getting, today as well, all of our guards with all the additional stuff needed to be able to fight these damn folios. He's killed 2 guards. They're not strong enough to take him down. They need tasers. We recently researched the body armor. We've now got tasers all approved, but we need a classroom for them to get going. Now, they do have body armor. They've all bought it. I know, because I felt the pain of my money going down when they did buy it all, or get it all. If I get a couple of additional guards right now, because obviously we're going to need some. 1, and obviously they get the body armor straight away. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Actually, I'm going to go to 30. Oh, I've gone to 30. Okay, 31 guards. There we go, guys. I've got 31 guards right now. They would do us justice. Anyway, for the first time ever, let's spend 80 grand on buying this area down here. Now, the reason I want to buy it down here is because I'm eventually going to move our forestry and farms area down here. But also, we're going to set this up down here to build a large canteen, which is going to then... This area here is going to then be built up with more of these little houses. And eventually I'm going to build some apartment blocks as well. So, we buy. Yes, I want to spend the money. Oh, I can't believe I'm spending this type of cash right now. Holy moly. But look at how much room I've got to play around with. Apparently we can extend again, which is even more crazier. Is that 80 grand? That's 120,000 now on that side. Jeez Louise. Yes. Yes, I know. So we do have to think about at some point doing our little system for the walls going around. I'll probably eventually do it when I can eventually buy this other side. That would be fairly handy. Now let's kind of, before I go any further, let's figure out the planning for all of this. So planning wise, we have our pathways. So if I can remember correctly, the road is a 5. So I'll do a 5 here for the road, and then that is the walking path. That should be a 5 there. Yep. And I then pretty much want to build a big canteen here, which is going to be like another restaurant, because it will kind of fundamentally be utilized for everybody who lives in this area, going over here too. And if I build like a big apartment block around here, they could potentially use it as well. So it's going to be like a decent size one. It is really going to be like a decent size. So if I go for walls, and if I start here to there, it goes across by 55 by 25. I think that's going to be a pretty good size for where I want this canteen to go. There's a pathway going around the edge. Right, I'm going to get this all planned out, get it all down. We've got a couple of deaths still going as well. Because then I can also build, I'm going to build the classrooms, or a school here. So let's go to him. And let's go right down. So if I go actually by a 15 by 8, that will be the kitchen area. And then we'll make this here 2 away there, 2 away there. Or should I do like a little bit of a car park? I think I'll do like a little bit of a car park just here. If I come out by 6 by 6. I'm thinking about doing nice little kind of walkways. I can get a double door there, a double door system here. If I say I killed this little section off there, I could do double doors leading into this area. And then say that coming out. So I've got this funky little design for a building. It's very, very funky. But we could do some great stuff with this. Now, granted, I don't have just yet the walls set up around, but at least I can build this knowing that I'm not going to have any issues getting this done. I mean, big one is I can spend the money to get it done, and I haven't got to worry about losing dollar bills right now. That felt pretty good. Now, walls. It's something that we truly need to think about. It's something that we truly need to think about right now, doing it as proper wall system. But I still need to buy this area. I still need to buy that area to expand a little bit more to be able to build these walls. Even though I've got the space down here, I'm not going to quite do it just yet. But it's something that I do need to think of. Now, what I could do for the walls and stuff is I could build my little fence, which is pretty much what we've been utilizing. So where would I go with this anyway? Am I also even going to have any more stuff going in through here, or can I build my school around this area? I feel like I could. But what I'll do is I'm going to go right to the edge moving down to there. We'll go right to the edge down to here. This will be like our outer perimeter fence wall to begin with. And then that leading all the way up. So I'm going to bring that to here. And I just need more space. I don't think I've got the ability to do it yet, if I'm completely honest with you. I don't think I have the ability to do it just yet. Alright, do I want to build that there? Do I want to utilize the school sticking out a bit more? Because in terms of planning here, pathway, if I do a 5, then I know that is the road. If I kind of made the road just go this way round, and I built like a decent sized school around this area, that could work out fairly well. Like, I would need the walls because we've got a 2 wide gap going down. But this whole area here, I can eventually move the gates down. And then on this side, we build the wall going down that way. So there's always ways in which we can kind of take advantage of the area. If I was to build the school for all of this, this could also kind of work out. But I don't really have much room to play around with. Really, do I? I could leave it to there so we're kind of running off this same section. So if I make the... In my head, I know what I'm trying to do. I know what I'm trying to do in my head. Whether or not I can get it to work or not, it's a completely different story. So if I do the brick wall going around here, I've also got to set it up in a way where I'm not going to lose any prisoners. Right, it's a lot for our workforce to now get done, isn't it? It is quite a lot, so I might hire, so I've got 30 in total. There we go. We'll fast forward and just see what we can get done. Let's just see what we can get done right now. There's a lot of deliveries that need to take place. But with the money I've got in the bank, we can definitely make some progression. We can definitely make some progression. So let's plan out then while we wait in the school. Now, the school itself, let's see. I mean, that road here will eventually kind of connect up. So in terms of walls, not walls, pathways, if I do another 5 going across, then that's going to meet up at some point to there if I take it all the way. Or I've got this little cross through here. That will go down to there. So if I wanted it to meet up, that's how it would go. And I could pretty much utilize this. I could do it in a way where the road doesn't have to go all the way down. It can do a turn here and go round the school. If I build like a big, beautiful L shape for a school right now, I think that will work out fairly well. Yeah, I think that would. So yeah, make sure that's all in line. So going down there. Get rid of a couple more just here. That's coming down. And I've got this area to play around with for a school right now. It's all coming together, guys. It's all slowly coming together. So, walls-wise, if I kept it by a 2 out, I have in the 11. How big can a school be? Like a classroom, I should say. So classrooms, where are they? Am I missing the classrooms right now? Classrooms. Oh, I haven't even got them unlocked. They've got to be a 5x5. So classrooms. How do I unlock classrooms? Oh, education. Yes, there we go. So they're only a 5x5. I'm sure I can quick build these eventually. But if I'm doing 5x5s, a 5x5, it'll be a 1, 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, 5x5. Which is basically a 7. Okay, it is a 7. So if I did like that, there and there, I've now got a 7x7. Ooh, doesn't give me much room to kind of play around with, does it? Doesn't really give me much room to play around with. But a 7x7, that in the middle, I have a classroom. Should I wait for that to be fully researched so I can figure it all out? Or do I just kind of go ahead and create my own rooms? I think that would be the better setup. That would be the better setup. So, if I went to here, if I kind of kept it like that, going around here as well, if I brought that right down, a 1 gap. Do you know what? No, scrap that idea. Because now I'm doing it myself, it doesn't really matter. So if I went to there, and then came 2 away, so that's pretty much, oh, messed it up. That's pretty much how I'm going to create it right now. Right, how are we doing? Are all the walls been planted in yet? They are, but my workforce right now is completely stuck. Because I've got to now demolish the other fences. So, demolish walls. All the way down. To here. Going back up. To there. We're going to be back in business. So, play again. There we go. Hoorah. Right, I'm thinking I can actually get this moved down in the planning situation again. Because I'm going to do like a little bit of a walkway coming through. Actually, no, I'll keep it like that. So that's my school. It's like 2 individual areas. And we'll do like a little corridor that comes down. So you still get your 7x7, your corridor, multiple classrooms. It really should work out. So if I designate this here and this as well. Now, eventually, right, this area here, even though they can walk up to it and grab stuff, will be all enclosed, and we'll have our security wall on the other side of the road with proper checkpoints. And then when I expand a bit more, we'll have proper walls going around the edge of it. We'll have it all done. Now, we've got more escapes going on right now. Where did they escape? Did they do a runner? Oh, they managed to run out. That's not good. That's not good at all, is it, guys? That's shocking. Right, but not really much I can do at the moment. So this is going to be a canteen. So obviously, building lots of doors. There we go. I'll do a staff door just here. And I'll do a normal style door just there. So prison workers can get in to here pretty easy. It's kind of what we're hoping for. We then need to run down the water grid. Somebody said, yo, Seniac, it's not a good idea to have the way I'm building all these pipes because it's giving us easy access for prisoners to dig tunnels and get out of here. That's true. That is very, very true. That's something I probably didn't really kind of give much thought to. But eventually, when we got our kind of walls set up, our dogs doing perimeter searches, and we can occasionally do the odd tunnel search here and there, we should then be able to be kind of on top of it all. And we shouldn't really have any issues at that point. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. Now, we've done the schooling and the bureaucracy right now. The education, the classrooms. So give that a little bit of time. We're about to build it all up. It's currently work time right now. There's a little bit of trash here and there. But our cleaners should clean it. We probably have to add more to the laundry business. Because all these additional cells and stuff I'm going to start building very soon, we're going to need to expand that to make it a little bit bigger. So, all this requires entries at the moment. We're just waiting for the workers to get over here to finish up all the building. They're currently doing all the plumbing work right now, which will lead down to here. To be honest with you, I'm going to have to extend the plumbing to come down here to be able to reach our kitchen. So get that in. I've got to do the electricity grid as well. Oh, no. There we go. It's such a funky shaped building that I'm literally going all the way around it to get it all in. Now, am I hooking up to this electricity grid? Yes, I would want to. But I'm going to need a few more capacitors placed on it before I do. Just to be able to handle the additional powers that's going to be needed. So, I'll run this down to here. Run it down there as well. And then connect it all in. Right, there's a lot to get done. Oh, I think I've accidentally cancelled the foundations here. Whoopsie. I may have accidentally cancelled the foundations. As I slowly choke. Right. A lot of work now getting done. So if we plan out our little classrooms then. So if I did a 7x7 and I did another 7x7, I could have a large classroom. Actually, I could have a large classroom here as well. Like that. That'll work out pretty well. And if I do the same over this side then, so I can do a 7x7 and that would be a 7x8. Now if I scrap that idea and went for a larger classroom to begin with, so we'll go for the full 7. Was that full 7? Right, that was an 8. I'll go for that as well. I'll do an 8 there. And what's that sheer size right now? 16. So if I went there, that would be a 9. That would be an 8. So I can't get it perfectly sized, which is not a problem. So what if I did a smaller 7 and the larger one like that? So we've got a couple of different variations in sizes for these classrooms that I'm going to have. And we'll go for these double doors. And we'll go for like a singular door to get in. I will for there. Here we'll still do double doors. Like that. And of course the electricity grid going around it. There we go. There we go. So it would be handy if I can get it onto this power line. So if I then go ahead and disconnect those as part of the utilities. So they will then become disconnected. This will go straight over to there. That'll run up to there. Meaning then that this just needs to be connected here. And then run a new power grid section just there. Right. There's a lot of work to still be done. There's a lot of work still to be done right now. These expansions are ridiculous. So demolish walls. They've got to go. They've got to go. And I think we'll try and focus on our classrooms first. That's what we'll do. So walls, we'll get all these walls now in. La-di-da-di-da. Bam, ba bam, bam, bam. And then for rooms, we'll now zone each of these rooms to be a classroom. Oh, messed that up there. Which, if my calculations were correct, they should all reach the meet the minimum 5x5 room size. That is what they should do. So then objects. For the classroom, we need a school desk and office desks as well. We can also get like a little bit of a blackboard in. So let me first get the office desk in for the teacher. We get the chair in. I get a blackboard in. And then we need the school desks. So I'll do it like this. There we go. That'll be kind of handy. Right, office desks. Bam. 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 So it's all a little bit different here and there and everywhere. Chairs. There we go. There's so many freaking deaths happening right now. It's unreal. Alright, so I'm not going to be able to squeeze every room having a chalkboard in. Is it called chalkboard or blackboard? Well, I don't know which way it goes, to be honest with you. That ledge is the front of it, isn't it? Yeah. Bam. Bam. There we go. So, again, school desks. Some classrooms are bigger than others. Oh, I'm going to do that one like that in this room because of the how it looks. I'm going to get away with it like that in this room. Going to do the same in this room. Actually, I'll go right to the end of this room. Why not? Why not? That room's a bit different. Right. That should work out pretty well. It should work out pretty well. We'll have a water cooler in each of these areas. We can actually get lockers, couldn't we? Lockers. So, you know, it's a guard locker. I could treat it as if it was the school lockers. You know what I mean? See, that's pretty good. And then I need a... Oh, hold on. Bookshelf. Remember, it is a school, guys. It is a school. And in flooring, we've got more escapes from a tunnel. Because you've got the dollar bills, I can afford it. So that there is a 9. So that's a 5. That's a 5. So that's our centerpiece. I can make it a 3 wide gap leading up to both the roads. And then try and finalize this area then off. See, this is good for us. This is very good for us. Alright, bam, going all the way around. So much stuff being done right now. And very expensive. I can't believe I've blew like 150 grand already. How mental is that to think of? How mental is that to think of right now? But we've created our little school campus, which is really good. We've got some escapes right now. I'm not going to sort it out just yet. Because I don't mind them escaping at the moment, because it is filling my bank account with money with new prisoners coming in. So it's not the end of the world yet. It's not something that I'm kind of slightly worried about. Because I know we're kind of flawed from day one as a prison. Because of the way we kind of setting it all up. So I ain't too stressed about it yet, guys. I ain't too stressed about this situation just yet. So wait for all of this to be done. All the classrooms are now fully built. Oh, actually, I can actually do the programs now, couldn't I? So let's see. Let's first get set up then. The staff programs for the guard stuff. The taser rollout. Led by a chief in a classroom. Why is this locked? Requires a school desk for guards. Do I not have a chief or something? I do. So what's the issue with this? Oh, hang on. I got to research in the bureaucracy. Okay, fine. Fair enough. Now, what other stuff could I get done? So, foundation education. I'm going to start 2 of these. There we go. Behavioral therapy happens in an office with a psychologist. So now I can start that, but it has no rooms available because the psychologist's office, which is here, is going to require a sofa in. So I can do like a wide sofa. And if I stop that and then redo the behavioral therapy, we then should have all room staff only. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, maybe I can't do it just yet because I've realised it's staff only. They can't get in here at the minute. But that makes sense because technically that is outside of the prison. So, yeah. Big no-no to that program at the moment. So far, I haven't got any classrooms set up. Oh, no, I've got foundation education. So, solar panel workshop, farm safety, led by farm in a classroom. We'll get one of those up and running. Flower therapy in a garden centre, animal therapy in a meeting room, conflict resolution in a meeting room, free structure programming in a classroom, reform prisoner consultation in a meeting room. So we got a couple of programs that could be done. Some of them don't really have any interest just yet or any abilities. General, okay, we can get one of the general education, even though no one's ready for it just yet. But we can kind of get that all up and running. The guard thing is 60% of the way done. That will be the important one out of all the classrooms. So we'll give it some time. Maybe kind of move this light bulb over to here. There we go. Breathe a bit of light in that room. So, okay, let's remove that tunnel, by the way. Let's get that sorted real quick. So we've now got a school in our prison. We got like a nice little campus on the go, which is pretty sweet. So as I remove this tunnel. There we go. Gotta get rid of it, boys. Our little campus is now down. Looking magical, might I add. Absolutely magical. We've then got to think about redistributing all of this. We really do. And that's going to cost me a fortune. So, in terms of the flooring, let's get the road here built, which is actually not too much money to get done. So that's a 5 going that way. And we got a road going around the school. I'm going to lead this down to here. And then this going all the way across. Right. That's a lot for our workers to get done right now with all this road. So let them do what they've got to do. Now, we've unlocked the taser rollout at this point. So we've got a couple more escapes. We've got a couple more deaths. But I'm now hoping, with the fact that the guards are going to have the ability to have tasers, that's going to sort a lot of the stuff out. So if I start a guard thing right now, if I'm going to do two classes a day, it's going to cost me a fortune to give them all the tasers. But we're hoping that this can then slowly settle down a lot of the prisoners' agitations and behavioural issues, and just be able to control them a lot easier. So if I fast forward now then to a point where we can see the classrooms fully in action, that's what I'm going to be excited about right now. That's what I'm going to be excited about. So they don't start till about 12-ish. Let's getting all the road around here all built right now, a lot of our workers. Okay, the farmer's coming in right now. I don't think anyone's going to attend his classroom yet. There's a couple of other classrooms now on the go. I don't think anyone's attending any of these at the moment. Oh, no. We have 3 in the farmer's classroom. Well, we've got a couple down here as well. I'm not sure what class that is. But in just a moment, we should have all of the guard taser program classrooms coming into full effect. So I'm just playing the waiting game. It should happen now as the clock strikes 12. As those classrooms now are finished, we should have now... Was it this hour or was it 1? I can't remember if it was 1 o'clock they do it. Have I missed something here? 12 and 1. Maybe I've got to wait for the next day. Maybe that's what it is. Right, I'm going to move that light over to here. Add a bit more light. I think I missed something. I've definitely missed something here, haven't I? I really have. I really have. But back into play mode. So those recent programs then. So the foundation education, 14 interested. We're kind of slightly somewhat of the way through it. We then had the what was the other ones? The farm work safety. A couple doing that one. Is that a classroom one? Yeah, and the free strikes programming as well. Interesting. So that's just another level. Another level to the layers that this prison has for us. Just more layers upon layers upon layers at this point. Which is good to see. Now, we need to, before I can build more kind of cells and stuff around here, we need to move all of this that I've recently added in. Which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. So, where would be the best? I think I might just kind of... I'm about to say place it down here, but let me just plan out the size of this. From path to path, we're going to rebuild this. 39 by 55. So here, path to path. 39 by 55. It's actually here. Staggers quite awkwardly, but I'm probably going to have to bring it down a little bit further. Just for the, maybe add an extra house or two as they continue. So, what would that be? 14 down by 13 across. So if that here was 39. 14 down. And if I did another 14 down. No, it'll have to end here. Yeah, the road's going to be staggered, but is what it is. I can put some of these at the very bottom as well. So many ideas, boys. So many ideas. Then everybody in here will go to there. And then we'll try and build some apartment blocks going around, because this should be able to handle such a high capacity. So we'll see. We shall see. But that means I'm going to have to move all of these. And that's going to be interesting. Now, I wonder if I can quick build and clone this whole area. Just to then move it. If I rotated it like this. And just placed it here. Or like that. I'll do it like this. Right. And then if I de-zone all of these rooms. And then dismantle all of that. All of that. For then down here. I can then begin the planning of getting all that built. This is even more exciting right now. I feel like we're doing very, very simple stuff, but our plans have now exaggerated. They really have now exaggerated. So we're now trying to do them on such a bigger scale. And to do on a bigger scale takes a lot more work. Especially when I've kind of told all of our workers right now to build all of the road. You know what I mean? But at least I can plan this out anyway. So, walls and stuff. Let's slowly get the canteen all up and running. So walls. This, of course, is going to be the canteen. There we go. Up to there and into there. Then we're going to have the kitchen, which is here and down to here. Sweet. Object-wise, we need to do all the cookers and stuff. So if I started up here with the cookers. Nice big long line of them. These sinks. I'm going to drop one there. And one there. And then the refrigerators. Nice. With... what size table should I go with? I could do the odd table here, couldn't I? So, decent kitchen. I think. Decent kitchen. So, oh, serving tables. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Benches. I could do small benches here, couldn't I? With the small tables. Before I do all the large stuff. See, that's freaking genius. I'm trying to work out some kind of pattern right now. You know what I mean? So tables, we can already see there's going to be a lot more people in this area as opposed to normally. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And then the smaller benches to match all of this. I could do smaller benches here as well. Going all the way down. Oh, I'm liking this, guys. I'm not even going to lie to you right now. I'm actually liking this design. So much space for maneuvering. So much space to maneuver right now. So benches. I just gotta make sure I can handle the amount of people in here. Someone suggested staggering it, and I think at this point in the game, it could be a fairly good idea to start staggering a lot of this stuff. Staggering the meal times is what I mean. I'm saying it like you guys can read my mind. I'm gonna end it with one just there. Then a small table. Look at the genius in that. Look at the genius. My genius knows no bounds. My genius knows no bounds. No bounds. So just this case and now waiting for them to get all that done. Which there's no rush, to be honest with you. There is no rush. Because they're still building all of this as well. I mean, then again, the farmers take care of the majority of it. But, yeah. Still a lot to get done. Now, I just gotta hope that in terms of the logistics of the food distribution, yeah, no one's eating here yet, which is good. Good, guys. Appreciate it. We're going to make sure that that's a thing. And then utility-wise, I got to make sure the water pipes are pumping in. Make sure the electricity runs down for the refrigerators. Very good, sir. Very good. Oh, am I hearing... Oh, we got some tasers. Dude's got a taser. Dude's got a taser. So they're getting a little bit more angry these days. They have some serious complaints right now. What is the needs like? So they need more hygiene. I might change up the regime right now. Actually, let me see the prisoners. We are starting to get a lot of max security and medium, so we'll change up the regime slightly. Right, if I put it into play mode for a second, so we don't get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll try and stagger everybody a little bit. So, whereas these guys would... I could give them a little bit of a free time as soon as they all wake up. Like that. Then we'll have eat time for those guys. And then shower after. We should actually stagger it all completely. Free time, shower, shower, shower. So they will overlap on the eat. But by that time, when these guys come in, Max, Min's gone. You know what I mean? So it's staggering just nice. Work/free time. So if I go from here, like that, that's pretty much all the same. Yard. Eat. Yard, yard, yard. Oh, it's double yard, isn't it? So the eat's there, which all staggered again. Work, 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 work. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So bam, bam, bam. So they're all getting the same amount of time to sleep. And that's how I've staggered it. So I give them a little bit of free time without working, just to kind of like settle their minds down a little bit. I wonder how that would play out. Because now, the minimum and max kind of don't mix in eat time. There's crossovers for the medium. Now, if it doesn't really play out how I'm thinking, I'll come back and change it all. We will come back and change it all. There's a lot more deaths going on. We've got to still try and sort things out. Once I can reduce the tool supply and the drug supply, we can then really start to handle a lot of the issues that we're kind of facing. So he needs to be escorted to solitary. Do I just need more staff? You reckon more guards? I've now got 40 guards to be able to handle the issues. So how do we get to over here then? There is no prisoners assigned to this, which is understandable. I haven't built the cells yet. These are going to need the water down here. So I'm going to bring that pipe work all the way down. There we go, there we go, there we go. And then I'm going to dismantle these utilities because they might be in the way of what I'm trying to accomplish next. So we'll just kind of kill them off from the get-go. That zoning there's slightly over as well. That's even hilarious. Even more hilarious. And then we'll try and clone all of this and then place it down. That's what we'll try and do. It's going to be expensive, but we got to do what we got to do, boys. We got to do what we've got to do. So... Right, I'm about to get a legendary prisoner. 21 grand incoming. More escapes now taking place. I won't fix the tunnel just yet because it'll bring down my capacity. So, deployment. No, where is it? Intelligence, isn't it? Yeah, gangs. We have 2 gang members that are green. 1 gang member that is blue. And they're just your standardized gang members at the moment. I wonder if that legendary prisoner coming in is going to be like a gang member. They could be a gang leader. You just never know. You just never know at this point. Right, so intelligence, gangs. Well, we've got another blue gang member. I think there's a gang DLC coming out very soon as well, guys. I'm sure there is. So quick build, clone, and I'm gonna clone. I'm gonna clone to here. I'll do it here first. So there to there. Let me try that again. We'll go from... Actually, you know what? No, we'll just clone this whole block. We'll just clone the whole thing. Then I'll add the next two on after. So, yeah. Are you ready for this? This is going to be so expensive. Bam. I did it. I'm going to add two more on underneath, and everybody here is going to eat from this canteen. I need more doctors, by the way. I just realised I'm running low on doctors. Also, quick build. Can we clone some more beds? In here, please. Bulk up that hospital a little bit. So this is definitely a lot of work now. This is definitely a lot of work to get done. So we'll see what happens here. We'll see what happens here right now. Jeez, guys. I'm pushing all the boundaries right now. All the boundaries. So right now, we've got the new canteen in. I've moved all this so we can still generate money. Oh, I've got to apply prison labour. There we go. So they can help us out with doing bits and bobs there. So we've removed all this farming stuff, which eventually I'll find a proper home for it and sell it all up correctly. It's just there to, again, generate us revenue. It's been going really well. Can't really complain too much about it all. I've got to sort this yard out as well. Going to add more to it, because a lot of these guys are going to use this yard as well. So if I was to do flooring, you can do like a little bit of a running track, couldn't I? Perfect for inmates to jog in the yard. Walk speed very fast. Outdoor only. So I could go 1, 2 there. 1. Is that to the edge? Yeah. 1, 2 there. 1, 2 there. There we go. We should actually do it by a double. Nice little outdoor running track. I wonder if they actually run round it in circles. You know, the speed of it is actually pretty quick. The speed of it is actually pretty quick. Right. I don't think I want to place down all the grass just yet. But I do need to place down... Oh, should we put like a little bit of a lake in the middle? How do I do that now? I've completely forgotten more. No. Oh, we got decorative stuff. Didn't realise. Flooring. Landscape is what I'm looking for. Water. So if I try and find the center point. So 18, 9. 9, 10. Alright, it's not really going to work out. I'm just going to freehand it. It'll be a bit different, wouldn't it? Freehanding a little bit of a lake. There we go. I'll take it. I'll take that. Stepping stone pallets. Create pathways allowing prisoners to themselves to cross water. Ooh. That's interesting. Right, a little bit of water inside. Objects wise, we'll start planting down or placing down some stuff. Why did I do that? Directly in line with there. Weights benches. I'll do a couple of these. I'm going to get some normal benches. Oh, I can do bleachers, couldn't I? As they're watching people run around the track. A couple of outdoor tables, why not? Tire stacks. Dumbbell. Get all them added in. It's like a little bit of an outdoor gym, isn't it? Oh, tire walls. Yes, please. Training dummies. Yeah, I won't do the boxing ring. I think that'll kind of do some good. Plant down some trees, maybe? That would be a nice addition, wouldn't it? A couple of trees here and there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's evenly spaced out. I could be wrong. Right. It's a lot that we have to wait to get done because we're still building up here at the minute. As soon as I earn money, the money's disappearing. Well, at least we've got some tomatoes that we're going to be able to sell soon. Should I get some more gardeners? Not gardeners, farmers. I've now got 10 farmers. They're going to blitz through all of this. Very good, sirs. Very good. You having a mother's meeting down here, workers? I have no idea what they're doing. But in the grand... Oh, we've just had a class over here, by the way. Oh, let me check the classes now, anyway. Do you know what? Since we've kind of staggered this, the prison's been a little bit calmer. So, carpentry apprenticeships, 2 people past that. Foundation education, still not quite there just yet. Workshop safety, the farm, 5 have finished, 4 have passed. 3 strikes program, 2 have passed right now. 3 strikes training, 2 have passed. And we've had 90% of guards pass their taser training. Interesting. Very interesting. More deaths coming in. Are they all kicking off? Oh, whoa, there's a lot of stuff here hanging around. This is all to go to the dormitory at the minute. We failed the cooker? What do you mean? We have cookers in here. Is that not zoned with the cooker in? Oh my goodness me, shocking. Absolutely shocking, mate. Right, oh, they've actually started to get a few little bits in here placed in. Oh, they actually run around it, which is quite kind of cool. We had a couple there running around it. Once I got all the grass placed in as well, it's going to look really, really good. It's just the only problem is right now I've got no money. Money has disappeared, but it'll give the workers time to kind of catch up on actually building things in here that we've already purchased, like placing down all the furniture that's already in the prison. So playing the waiting game on that. Also catch up on a couple of chores here and there. Drugs were found in the farm. Not great. So, staff, then we got 39 guards. Let's do some tunnel searches to begin with. All sectors. Let's see if we can find any tunnels right now. I know we got this one over here to kind of currently dig out. And then once I've searched for the tunnels, we're going to search for some contraband. Now, let's do a shakedown, all sectors. This is where we're going to find so many items. Eventually, I'm going to set up more and more metal detectors here, there, and everywhere. Because at the moment, we've only got them in the workshop area. But building them and placing them in canteens, places where they all go and they can't avoid. Look how much contraband we found already. I'm shocked with how much contraband we found now. Shows you the problems that we've got in the prison. We got some serious problems in the prison so far. Right, so we were actually now waiting for the next day to get like another payment coming in. That next payment is going to fund the rest of the build for all these cells. But having all these cells is like 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 48 more prisoners can come in. That's a huge, huge revenue boost on the intake. That really is a huge revenue boost. Right, I cancel the shakedown anyway. Found quite a lot of contraband there, which is really good. Really good. And, yeah, we've got to do all the plumbing soon as well. Again, it's not something I can currently afford. But, yeah. So, what I'm going to do anyway, for the grants... We have the grant stuff like Cell Block A, which is raise your prisoner capacity to 15. You know, like, I mean, I can actually get that now. But I'm going to build, because you only get that from actual cell blocks, because we've been using dormitories. I'm going to probably around here build like an apartment block. Because we're trying to build it like a real world city, aren't we? So we've got some houses in. I'll build like an apartment block, which we'll use as cells, which will have one prisoner in. As soon as the money comes in, it gets spent straight away. We've had another escapee right now, but there's not much I can do. Because we're still currently building everywhere else. So that extra money coming in right now that we've spent straight away is a few little items here and there for some of the cells. So we just installed a street lamp. We got a load of new boxes coming in right now, which have drains, shower heads, and all that kind of stuff. So that's going to keep all of our workers fairly busy for the considerable future right now. So they'll get it all installed slowly but surely. We now have a capacity of 124 prisoners. So in terms of logistics right now and food distribution, they should all be going over here. I get these on the... I don't know why these are on the door. I was hoping then I can kind of hook them all up together, but it's not going to work like that. All these over to here. Can you not do that, please? There we go. I don't know what that little dotted line is for. I have no idea. But I'm going to hire more cooks anyway. Oh, no, insufficient funds. I might have to add some deployment. No, logistics, sorry. Prison labor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get some prisoners working in there to cook up a storm. But I'm going to get 24,000 on the next day for accepting all the prisoners that are going to live in these houses. And that should then hopefully fund the rest of the build. That's what we're hoping for. What I could also do to kind of help us out in the meantime is like dismantle objects. Get rid of all of them trees here and here and here. So all the workers not really doing anything at the minute. If they're not doing anything, I should say. Would then dismantle all these trees and then we can sell it for exports, thus funding the rest of the expansions that we're going to be having. And everything can then get done. So I think it's the next episode now we're going to have to wait for to kind of finish this all up. We've done really well. We've got the classroom in. I know it's not huge expansions, but we've got the classrooms in. We've got an extra 48 prisoners that can now enter and live in the prison. We've kind of almost got that yard all finalised and the new canteen area set up for it. This now, with all these additional prisoners, is going to fund a lot of stuff moving forward. So I feel like this was an episode where we had to kind of slightly reset, get some actual groundwork done. But the rest of the city expansions in this prison can ultimately now fully continue. Those exports are slowly going out. As soon as they do go out, they get spent straight away on either restocking something or buying something new to kind of finish up these actual houses. But guys, we're going to end it for here now anyway. At some point, we'll lay down the groundwork for making everything so much more secure. Our guards actually have tasers, which is a big, big help for us. So they can kind of quickly distinguish any rising tempers before it does get a little bit out of control in the prison. Still got to implement all the power and water stuff leading up to these little houses down here as well, which shouldn't be too difficult, but it all comes down to money. I got nearly 30 grand about to be entered into the prison with the new prison intake coming in. So I think we'll just quickly hold it out right now to see how much of that gets spent. That's what I want to find out. How much of that 30 grand is going to be spent straight away on building the rest of the stuff needed within this prison. This is the interesting one. So the money is now about to enter the prison. And as quick as it does, how much of it gets spent. So here we go. It comes in. It's disappearing. It comes in. It's disappearing. Is it just like that, guys? Is it all gone? Just like that? Oh, no, a little bit more coming in. Do we get to keep some of this? We had nearly 3 grand in exports just head out then. Nearly 3 grand in exports heading out. So there we go. Repair bills are coming in. Builders doing what they've got to do. This area is almost fully functional. Oh, damn. In the parole area right now, it's definitely going down. Oh, no, he's got a knife. No, he ain't got a knife. He's got... Yo. He's going crazy. This dude's going crazy. Actions. No. Search prisoner. I don't know what he's doing right now, but this dude needs sorting out. Can somebody help this dude? He's now injured. He's been revived. He's just killed a load of people. How dare he? How dare he right now? But the houses are up and running. I've still got to build 4 more underneath them. But next episode, we'll get it all added in. All the plumbing set up. It's a little bit dramatic. A lot of stuff is now kicking off. But this little city is definitely slowly coming together. Guys, if you did enjoy this episode, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So goodbye.